Yes, I have done it yet again. We have made luscious number 2. Keep watching and I'll show you exactly what I did. All right, this is the cap that I chose to use. I saw this at my local beauty supply and I was interested because it had a scalp or like the lace in the middle of it. So I was like, okay, we'll give it a try. So this is just me showing you the cap. It's very stretchy. It's very similar to the cap that I usually use, except the holes in the middle or the center of the head are smaller than those that are on the sides or the outside. This cap does come with 3 combs already pre-installed, but if you do not like the placement, which I did not, you can always change it. This is also just me showing you how I put this on my mannequin head just to see how I'm gonna like it, kind of playing around with it, because I didn't realize it was a middle part or a side part until after I was just like looking at it and I'm like, oh, it's the side part. See y'all see the side part? You see it? And then you see how the holes on the side are also bigger than the holes in the middle. So keep that in mind. This is my all-time favorite hair. This is the Springy Afro Twist by Xpression. I absolutely love this hair. Now, I did have to get this hair in a number 2 because they did not have 1B. But did y'all see the length? We are working with 24 inches. 24 inches. Now, if you guys remember, I did this hair before in like the burgundy 950 color and you guys absolutely loved it. So when I saw the same hair, same curl pattern in a longer length, honey, you already know I had to get ready to slay. Okay, my honeys, the process is still the same. This is the same hair that I've used before. It's just a different color and a longer length. The process that you want to use is the brick layering method. So what I did is I split some and put it in a row, and then the following row, I left it a whole piece. Split some, the next row, left them a whole piece. Same thing. Do what you're comfortable with, and then you're going to end up with this. And as you can see from the side over there, I'm showing you the brick layering method. You can see how you can't see any gaps or any holes or anything like that. And I'm showing you how to split the hair. Be ginger when you split this hair, because the particular packs that I use, it seemed like it wanted to frizz up on me, but I made sure I got that under control. But you see how I put that in there and how you can't see any gaps? And what you do to one side, you have to do to the other side, so that way it's even. And then that's going to get you to where I am now. See how neat that is? You can't see any gaps, you can't see any holes. Just keep going. That's all you got to do. Brick layering method, and what you do to one side, do it to the other. Split the hair as you please. If it gets too big for you, I can show you how to fix that, so don't even worry about it. All right, my honeys, now I'm showing you here that I'm placing the brick layering method and the pieces closer together, so that way you're not seeing any gaps, because as this gets closer to the front of your head, you really do not want any gaps. And I want you all to understand too, in the back of the head, I made sure that I left adequate spacing. Very good spacing in between those rows. And then it's only when you start getting to the front do you start closing in those spaces that you're putting in there. Now me, I'm a little bit anal. I'm a little bit particular. I'm a perfectionist. So I want to make sure this looks as natural as possible. And even if the wind blows up, you're not going to see anything, okay? So I I put my pieces very close to the hairline of this cap, which is what I'm showing you. And if you're having issue with getting those thicker pieces through the hole, you see what I did is twist it a little bit, hold the twist down so that the middle's twisted, and then use the invisible method. You don't have to do it this way, but like I said, I was trying it, see how I liked it, and I actually liked it a lot. So just keep going. And before someone asks, I use 2 packs of the 24-inch hair. That is all of what you see. Now, when I start getting closer to the front, like the piece I just nipped, I use the regular pack, which I believe is about 16 inches, something like that. to kind of fill in the rest, because I actually ran out of the 24 and I was like, I'm not going back to the store. Let me just use what I have here. So I took the 1B of the 16-inch that I had left and I continued filling it in. Same thing, brick layering method, but you're still wanting to make sure the gap is a little bit closer together so that you don't see any of those spaces in between. But just keep going, ladies, keep going. Also, ladies, do not be afraid to go through more than one hole. I went through 2 to 3 holes depending on how far I was trying to, or how much of the gap I was trying to close in. As you can see, there's 2 of those little strings that were on my crochet hook. Sometimes I use 3. So don't be afraid to go through more than one hole. It's not going to hurt anything. And if you don't like the way it turns out, take it out and do it again. All right, my honeys, now this is where I really start putting in my skills. You want to get your crochet hair as close to this hairline as possible. And you make sure that you use the invisible method to do that. You want this to look like it's growing from the scalp of this wig, which means it's growing from the scalp of our heads, which means it looks like a real closure on some bundle hair. You gotta make sure that you use the invisible method on both sides of this so that it looks natural. And I will show you another tip, trick, little gem that's gonna make this work. So just keep watching and I'll fill you in. All right, do y'all see this scalp realness? This scalp realness. You can't tell me that's not growing out my head, honey. You can't tell me. Ain't nobody here to prove it but y'all. Me, you, and God. That's all who knows that this is not our hair. But the way I fill this in, it looks like it's growing straight from our scalp. You cannot see any gaps. You cannot see any net. And if you really want it to be anal, bleach that lace. I know it sounds crazy. It's a crochet wig. But bleach that lace, honey, and you couldn't tell us nothing, okay? This is just me going through it, doing my little 1-2 to make sure I got all the sides correct. I got it the way I wanted to get, and I even filled in all the way to the corner of this wig because I wanted to make sure that you would not see any of that cap, okay? And what I'm showing you here with my hands is that it's like a heart shape. This is like a heart-shaped wig. And for me, you can rotate this wig left, right, however that you want to do it. But as you can kind of see, it's going to be bigger on, I believe that's my left side. Yeah, that's going to be my left side. So it's okay. All right, y'all ready for this trick? Okay, get your blow dryer, ladies. If you don't like how puffy this is around the part, put your blow dryer on low heat and literally hit that part for like 2 seconds. Just go up and down the part until it starts flattening out. And then what it will do is also kind of straighten the hair out. So then it really is going to look like it came from your scalp. And any other pieces that you feel are too big or too puffy, hit it with the blow dryer. Now, again, ladies, this is me being me. I am a perfectionist. I want it to lay right. I want every hair on this wig to lay correctly. All right, my honeys, now this is just me showing you what my braids are looking like. All I did was take some little Cleo from Set It Off and put my hair to the back in a rubber band, kept them together. But y'all see that hang time though, right? I know you saw it. Okay, let's get back. Let's put the wig on. Let's put the wig on. Baby, This wig was not to be played with. I was nervous putting this thing on. I was just like, ooh, maybe this was too big even for me. But we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. Give me like a second. Do y'all see this luscious? I know my voice got real loud because I'm real excited. Do y'all see this luscious? Honey, we done did it again. I have done it yet again. I have gave you another luscious wig. And if you wanted to sit up like mine is, what I was just showing you is that I put a headband on, so it kind of sits up higher and it's kind of out of my face. But I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. You see that it's not coming off. Honey, go out and slay. See y'all next time. Bye.